Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. I'm exhausted. So hopefully we have a decent day today so I can take a happy nap. A really, really happy one. Oh, hold on one second. Good morning, Amelia. Oh, thank you, thank you. I am so tired. I basically only got like 3 hours of sleep the day before yesterday and last night as well. So, yeah. News on the session, you guys. We have 9 a.m. low impact news. It's the housing market index. That is it. So yeah, hopefully, hopefully I'm able to sleep this evening. Not even this evening. I really want to just go to sleep right after I'm done trading. If I'm being completely honest, like I don't even want to journal. Like I just want to go to sleep. So that's on my agenda. I just hope I don't have any like stupid ass. I hate when I have days like that and then I want to take a nap, but then um but then my computer will like restart while I'm sleeping. Like what are you doing? So good morning, Diego. How are you this morning? No, yeah, I can nap and then journal. I just a lot of time, especially on Friday, I would rather try to push through, get it done, and then I can sleep. That's usually what I would prefer because I know like it's not like I have to get up tomorrow morning or anything. So it's like if I could just power through, get the journaling done, and then take a nap, it's just so much better. Because then by the time I wake up from my nap, especially depending on how long my nap is, baby, I don't feel like looking at no damn charts. So I might try to power through. I don't know. Like I had plans of waking up at 7:15 this morning. I did not get out of my bed until 7:45. Because I knew I needed to make adjustments to my cheat sheet and everything. I still got it done on time. I was here on time, you know. But yeah, tired, very tired. Get everything done and start the weekend exactly. That way I can wake up, do whatever I want. I went grocery shopping yesterday for myself and my bonus dad. I sat with him for a couple hours. He just had his knee replaced. Yeah, so I sat over there for probably like maybe like 2.5 hours or so. Sat over there with him. My little brother, his son, his baby showers this weekend, and they forgot to tell me about it. I think they thought that his mom told me, but she didn't. Because normally she sends everything out or whatever, but it's all good. So I really need to go to the store to find a gift because I didn't know what weekend it was in January, and I really haven't been out and about until yesterday, and I didn't really have time to go try to find something because I really needed to get like his food to him. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired. Let's see. Not very much movement so far this morning, which is kind of abnormal for a Friday. But we are like at the session high, so Let's just see what we do here. We are also at the first upper deviation band for VWAP, so just be patient. Hopefully we can end the week green, get back some of what we lost yesterday, and go from there. I'm already ran up 150. Dang. That's crazy. I'm gonna go get water. All right. We're usually trending so well on Fridays, so today is kind of weird. Still trying to make adjustments on how I trade off of the levels, figure out which ones matter, which ones don't. That kind of thing. For now, I'm gonna keep it the way that I have it, but that is something that I am going to like really look deep into this weekend. I was too exhausted to really look super hard into it yesterday and this morning. Yesterday took me so long to journal. Like, it yesterday was pretty fucking volatile. There were a lot of reversal bars yesterday. I think it was like 180 something. And you know, right now I'm still having to write everything because I'm trying to, you know, make sure I know how to filter the losses out. My God. My God. It's a lot. So it took me so long to journal yesterday that I just didn't have time to take a nap, even though I had only had 3 hours of sleep the previous night. And I just wanted to get all my grocery shopping and stuff done. So kind of screwed myself just a little bit. All these 1 bar pullbacks are kind of keeping me out of the market right now. We're too close to VWAP. I'll have to break even there if we get down there. So it just makes no sense to even bother. Plus, I don't like that we have the volume spike right here. So I'm got to be really careful. If it pushes down, it might push through, but yeah, see, I would have just broken even right there. It was no point. Since technically once we get, you know, to the top side, this is support. Technically. Right back below VWAP. Trust being under there like that. Mm-hmm. Amelia, did you take any pre-market trades? I was about to say, sure. Huh? Go long, but closer to NY open though. Got you, got you. I almost asked Diego if he took any trades yet, but I remembered he does not take the open trades anymore. So he's laying on the couch this morning and get up at 7 a.m. I feel that. It's Friday, baby. We don't feel like moving. We've done enough. Okay, we've done enough. Hello, did y'all see my order not go? Okay, maybe it's a good thing it didn't go through. What the fuck? Okay, it's not a good thing that it didn't go through. I had to put it on there twice. Like, what the f? Alright, that was a no interest reversal. 23.5 on the push up, 22.75 on the push down, 13.5. So it was a compression. Low volume to show there really is no interest. And got the play off of it. Point of control is in the body, which was what I wanted. That's all I really cared about there. I'm gonna try this move off of VWAP. Point of controls in the body. Doesn't work out, that's cool. But I think that's what... Nope, it's not gonna work out. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I like moves off of the levels, honestly, but it is what it is. Because normally I would like for point of control to be in the wick for that particular move. But yeah. Because we were pushing off VWAP, I looked for something different. I missed this move right here. moves off of levels are actually going to drive me insane. I wouldn't have gotten filled on the move up anyway, so I feel better about missing it. Here we go again. He showed, don't mess with the open trade no more. Good morning, New. How are you this morning? Maybe it's the high volume there, because usually that's so big. All right, I might have to watch that then. At least I knew not to get into those. Neither one of those three pushes off of VWAP worked out. I really think I can take this, but only if because this is technically like an absorption pattern here, or a forced participation. So I feel like maybe that's the only reason that one didn't work out so well. I probably for that one need it to be in the wick if I even take it. I think I'm just going to follow two different patterns and leave it there as far as like pushing off the levels and stuff. See if we can push up off the current open. Nope. God damn. Yeah, I don't think my plus level rules are written correctly. Oh, I'm dumb. Guys, why didn't you remind me about news? Oh, Lord. I'm dumb. I forgot all about news. I actually looked up on that one. So we're still break even. That's fine. I have to find another news indicator that it's free that I can put back on my chart. I just looked down at time like, oh shit. Whoops. Okay. That's fine. I totally forgot about, damn. It's cool. All right, now I'm free to trade again. I don't even mind about the news. Yeah, the only reason I care is because of me scalping. Because typically around news events, what I noticed years ago was with me scalping, I have to be very careful within 2 minutes before or after any news event, if it's scheduled. Just because it can affect like liquidity, even if it's just like a minuscule amount, it actually does matter for me. But if I wasn't scalping, I wouldn't give a damn. This is either going to set up as this counter trend buy, or it's sliding to set up for the no interest reversal for the continuation down. Come on, I just made this rule just work out. Nope, it's not gonna go. Oh, yes, it is. Thank you. Jeez Louise. We barely got the volume that I wanted, but we got it. I wanted this volume bar to beat this one, and it beat it by like 7 volume. And then I wanted the point of control to be in the wick to confirm rejection of price. You can see point of control is way down there. And I wanted it to be a rejection of price because the sellers didn't have to push hard coming down the way that the buyers had to, you know, force the move up. But the sellers slid price down compared to the last time. So I just wanted there to be a high volume bar with point of control in the wick. And that was all that mattered. All that mattered. Okay, thank you, Amelia. God dang. You won't let me sign in, fool. Oh, I thought my charts were lagging. No, we've been doing so well. So well, please don't lag. For whatever reason, Financial Juice will not let me log into the freaking site. So freaking stupid. Oh, because it wants my email. So. Not now. I did not know that because I use LastPass, so it automatically fills my passwords and stuff, the username and password. So I've literally been trying to log back into Financial Juice for so long, like literally weeks, confused as to why it will not let me log in. Because whenever I click the login button, because everything just auto fills so quickly, I never saw that it said email there, so my username was there. I guess when I signed up, and LastPass popped up for me to add the password, it just automatically used the username instead of the email address, which is understandable. Because why ask for a username if you're gonna make me log in with an email? That doesn't make sense. But anyway, it's cool. So it's back on. Yeah, I made it a long time ago, and I literally just been annoyed because after the second pop-up on Financial Juice, you can't do anything without refreshing the screen. So you could try to move the mouse around a little bit, but yeah, it's all good. All right, it looks like they're still waiting on Trump. One, two, three, four. We've had a lot of one bar pullbacks today. A lot. Equal, doesn't matter. Push down anyway. Got the middle pivot here. Got the middle pivot level here at 757.75. Wow. 25757.75. So let's see what happens here. This is where it gets a little screwy because we're inside of the change zone. I don't know still how I want to trade this. So I might sit out of it, even if it sets up the way I want it to. I'll just call out and tell you guys if it's my setup or not. Right now it's not, so. Yeah, that wasn't it. Good morning, Fred. How are you this morning? Delta turn negative. Good, good. All right, we got 15 minutes left for me. All right, they're walking in. This music is actually gonna piss me off. Today's rip was done. Outcome is irrelevant, but it was a winning trade. Nice, nice. Congratulations. Tell us about your trade. How long were you in it? What made you enter? Are you still playing around with the pivot levels? Speaking of which, total up the two. Well, that's interesting. We hit the bearish reversal zone on NQ earlier on the indicator that's based on the Camarilla pivots. Oh, that looks crazy. Oh, please. Hit the bearish reversal zone and dropped. These two zones are what I drew myself, but you could see it back there. And look how we just like we came up in the overnight session, kind of traded in there, just kind of bounced back and forth, and then dropped in New York. Girl, just wanna be my private dancer. Why? New lows, why? Oh, wait, we didn't make one. Wait, did we make one? No, we did not. Oh, but that's not the pattern I want anyway. Oh, wait, yes it was. God damn. But I would have just had to break even right there anyway, so. I would have gotten stopped out at break even. Yes, tell us everything. Good morning, Good morning, Applejacks. How are you this morning? The new beef, the email and messages retention policy at work live. Oh, do they automatically delete it or something? That's not good. All right, Trump just walked in. And for 5 minutes on ES, it was a continuation trade below the current session value area low. So prior week's value area highs resistance. Nice. Okay. It's the pivot, so this weekend I sit down. Yeah, I canceled the plan for another weekend. I feel it. Let's take you the whole day to backtest everything. I feel that, yeah. I feel that. Print. We don't do that. 4 months or so before they auto delete if it's in. That's crazy. What if there's something important? What? Yeah, that's a little nuts. Oh, I could tell that it's gonna might do a little something because the data lag is spiking for literally no reason. You see? You can see how the charts are laggy. Now I still have less than a 1 second delay, but the charts are really, really laggy right now. I only have 10 minutes left in my session. Used to be a longer retention, but they shortened it and it genuinely pissed me off this morning. Nah, I feel that. Personal folder and move it there. Yeah, that's crazy. I was just gonna say I have to watch out because VWAP's there. I'm telling y'all, the no interest reversals are my favorite, and they set up so much. I could legit probably only trade that and be fine. Legit. But I don't want to do that. I want to trade more than that. But I am like, I'm this close to getting rid of the other pullbacks, except if there are deep pullbacks. Deep pullbacks I'm cool with, like this one. Counter trend. This is a regular pullback, higher low to higher high to higher low. Deeper pullback than the previous time. Those I'm cool with because those are failure patterns. But as far as like when it's a shorter pullback, I might just stick to no interest reversals. I'm not gonna lie. They're so smooth. They're smooth. And it doesn't take much as far as like the rules for them. Okay. If we didn't have so many one bar pullbacks, I would have gotten into more trades today, but gotta sit out because it skews the data so much. I just rather sit out. It's cool. It's basically like, hey, here's some consolidation here. I have to give the buyers and sellers a couple of swings to like rebalance, basically. And in order to do that, I have to wait 4 swings. I can start trading again on the 5th swing. It's very annoying having to be that patient. But the other thing is when there's a lot of one bar pullbacks happening in the market, it's usually when we are barcoding or having like a more consolidated market or whatever. Like we weren't doing much movement up in here at first, so, but it's cool. But you see how the counter trend no interest reversal typically will start the bigger move. I mean, we're legit 40 points up from my entry. That quick. My entry was less than 3 minutes ago. Obviously got some consolidation here around VWAP, but usually we'll start the bigger move. It's a previous zone. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning. But yeah, I just love the no interest reversals. I feel like, didn't I take another one earlier? Cannot believe I forgot it was news. Yeah, here's another no interest reversal. This one's a little bit different because you have the lower high to higher low to lower high instead of the higher high to higher low to lower high. But still, just a nice push down, and look how we just continue down from there. There's another one bar pullback. If I can figure out how to like trade around that thing, I would do it because I missed some really good moves like that. I wonder if I can just like look at the previous swing or something when I'm comparing volume and stuff. Just completely make that irrelevant and look like at the previous swing instead. I don't know. I don't know. You're sleepy. I am too trenches. Let's take a nap together. I am tired. But I will say, because there weren't a whole lot of reversal bars today, that I should be able to get done with my journaling way quicker than I have. Well, especially yesterday. Yesterday took me probably 3.5 hours to journal because it was like 185. No, if I include the trades I took, it was like 195 reversal bars. So, and because I just still need the god dang data, I think I'm done, honestly. I just don't like how laggy. It's so weird because the charts are laggy, even though the data lag is non existent. There is no lag, but I can just see how the mouse is moving. This is just not a time to be trying to trade. Whoever pays the lowest. I will to be paid if I'm not broke. Hey, yes, congratulations. Nice. Probably fall asleep at this screen within an hour. I feel that. I'm right along with you. I'm definitely going to journal and go straight. Granny, do you need anything before I take my nap? No? Great. See you in a few hours. Like, I'm not setting an alarm. Matter of fact, I'm setting my phone on do not disturb so that nobody calls me, because I don't care what you have. Call 911 if it's an emergency. And if it's not an emergency, I will talk to you this afternoon. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm going to start getting bitchy. Very bitchy. Listen. It's hot out here. 97.50 high. Wait, what? 97.50. It's exactly 6 ticks. So I'm going to tell you guys my plan for this weekend. My plan for this weekend is to figure out what levels matter, what levels don't. Figure out exactly how I want to trade at levels. I think I already know how, but I just need to take a tiny deeper dive into it. I think that I would prefer, yeah, these charts are so god dang laggy right now. I would prefer let me go back to the trade that I lost. Oh wait, that was news. Forgot we had that. So you see how we were trying to push off of VWAP? I think I would prefer for whenever we are trading into a level for volume to be low on the pullback. So I'm getting into a buy. I'm looking for the reversal up here. I want the volume coming down to be low compared to the volume going up. Otherwise, it's showing that it's two-sided trading in this area. There's a lot of absorption in this area. And so if I do take this particular trade like this, the point of control probably has to be in the wick to show rejection. But if we had low volume here, then I think the point of control and being in the body would be just fine. But because this was such high volume, that I really think that's why that didn't work. But yeah, and then whenever we have like high volume coming out of a level, I basically just want like here. I didn't take this one because it didn't set up how I want it. But when we have high volume coming off of a level, I want for the point of control to be in the wick, because that will show rejection of price, which would make more sense as to why we needed so much volume to push down. If price was actually accepted, we wouldn't need so much volume. So I think that's mainly what I'm going to do this weekend. I genuinely don't think I have a whole lot of studying to do. What I also might do is, and I really kind of hate to do this because I know the data is a little bit skewed. I want to see if I still have in my stack of papers over here the last data set I had from when I was trading order flow, whether it was up, down tick, or bid ask, it doesn't really matter because the point of control isn't different between them that often. But I want to see if I can just like take a quick glance at it to see, you know, if I can use a little bit of that data to like support what I currently have in my data set. Like I said before, it's just I don't have enough because for a couple of weeks I was only writing the wins, so I don't have enough of the losses in there. But I want to do that. The only issue is that, okay, on my analysis sheet, I told you guys that I separate the types of pullbacks and the types of divergences by color. So if it's a regular traditional pullback like what's on the screen, it's in black. If it started with a higher high and came to a lower low to lower high, it's in pink. And if it's the no interest reversal with the compression or whatever, it's green. And I do the same thing for divergence. So it's very easy for me to see the results of things. The only thing that screws it up though is that that set is based off of volume being primary instead of the tick distance for structure. So that is going to kind of screw me. So like here, for instance, on that data set, this would be like a shallow pullback because I was basing it off of volume. So you can see we have 578 volume coming up. The last time we went up, it was 1.2K. So on that set, that is considered a shallow pullback, but it's actually not. Because if you look, the tick distance was 16.25 versus 14.5, which means that this is low liquidity here. Was a liquidity grab because it took less volume to go a further distance. So less effort for more of a result. So that's going to skew my data. And I don't think I was following that back then. Like I wasn't even paying attention to that. I think when I went back to volume only about a month and a half ago, maybe around, about a month and a half ago or so, that's when I was like, I just all of a sudden noticed like, there are times when the volume's low, but the tick distance is high, or the volume is high and the tick distance is shallow. Never paid attention to it. So hopefully I can have enough to where I'm going into next week really confident. I'm just happy that I didn't allow yesterday to frustrate. What the hell is fresh? I know I'm sleepy. Frustrate me. That's why you're talking too fast. My brain, it's not keeping up. But I'm glad I didn't allow yesterday's red day to frustrate me because that is my first red day in a little minute. Besides the couple of days where I had reintroduced divergence and I wasn't, my rules weren't all the way ready yet. But overall, a good day today. So I took 6 trades and I'll go through them in a second. 6 and her 2K friend saying, nah, Diego, I'm going to sleep. I promise you. 50 points down on gold now. Dang. See you, Diego. Have a great day. So yeah, so I took 6 trades today. Really should have just been 4 because 2 of them were around news and I wasn't paying attention. Looks like I won 4 trades and lost 2. Not bad. So I'll show you guys those and I'll show you guys the status of the accounts. But I basically regained almost half of what I lost yesterday. My Tradeify account does renew. I think I have all 5 days of trading next week to work on that account because I think it renews like the following Monday, ? Pretty sure. So I got a little bit of time. All right. So the first trade was here. No interest reversal down. Nice move down. My goodness, the lag took 15 seconds for that trade. Then the second trade was an attempt for the counter trend divergence off of VWAP. But again, I think this high volume bar is what like screwed up everything. So I'll just have to relook at that. Missed this trade. This was a perfect trade. this particular trade here, when it's counter trend divergence and there's a bigger push distance wise on the last push up compared to the previous one, when it pulls back and it's a shallower pullback before I get in, as long as that volume is low here, I can pretty much take this trade. No matter where point of control is, it does not matter. And it will win 9 times out of 10. That is one of my favorite divergences. All right, these two trades are irrelevant. Those were around news. All right, so then right after news, we had a counter trend pullback with a deep pullback. We had high volume here. Point of control was in the wick to show rejection of price. And this is a failure move because it is a bigger slide down, and it was a nice push up. Took about 31 seconds. I didn't like that part, but it won. So that's all that matters, right? Right. And I feel like, oh yeah, then the last trade here was my favorite, the no interest reversal. And this TP'd in about 7 seconds. And that was it. It's 70 points now since I wrote. Wow. What is going on with gold? I'll tell you what, Amelia. One thing I'm kind of sick of is hearing all of these streamers talk about silver and gold all day. It's annoying. You want to know why? Because they're jumping on bandwagons. It's very annoying. Oh my God, look at gold. Oh my God, look at silver. If I just had one contract, I would be up $70 million. If you don't know, then don't. Exactly. Exactly. All right, so here's the accounts. Made $215 on TPT, $210 on Tradeify, about $620 in profit on TPT, and $928 on Tradeify. So, you know, with me losing $500 yesterday and regaining half of it back today, I'm cool with that, especially because today wasn't really, it was a lot of volume, but there wasn't a lot of movement and volatility for it. Like, we had different moments in time, but then I also, like I said, was getting screwed from the 1-bar pullbacks, keeping me out for the next couple of swings. I really need to look further into that to see how I can combat that. I genuinely feel like if I just pretend it's not there and measure the swings based off of it not being there, I think I'll be okay, but I'll just have to look a little bit more. But going into next week, I still have $1,700 in drawdown left on TPT and almost $1,700 on Tradeify. As far as my stats for the week, let's see if this works. All right, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Gotta take those accounts out. All right. So here is the summary. All right, so it looks like I took 46 trades. I won 54% of them, and I had a net profit of $445. Which I'm not mad at. If I'm being honest, I feel like I've had to make some adjustments this week, especially trying to learn how to trade off of the levels and things, trying to still learn what I like, what I don't like. And I genuinely believe that going into next week, I have a lot more confidence, not just confidence in the strategy, but just like the repetition of it, kind of knowing like ahead of time, like legit, when we pushed down to this new low, as soon as we pushed up and I saw that it was a better, you know, push up than the previous push up, I immediately was like, all right, I'm just waiting on the pullback for the no interest reversal. Long as this volume is low coming down, we're good. I'm starting to really know ahead of time, like, all right, this is about to set up let's start looking for what I'm looking for. I think that as time goes on, especially once I refine things to take out the things that I'm not really so keen on, like I'm cool, even if a reversal bar happens for that particular trade and it goes 60 points, I'm cool with the fact that I did not get a setup. Like I told you guys before, I just really want a good like 5 to 7, I would say 5 to 10 good trades in this hour session. I want the highest probability trades with the best edge. And anything that happens in between, I'm okay if I don't get to it. As long as I'm +2 as far as trades go for the day, I'm good. I've hit my goal and I hit it today, even with accidentally forgetting that there was news, even with, me feeling like that trade off of VWAP was not exactly what I wanted to be just yet. I still got to make adjustments. I still was +2. I won 6 trades. And I lost. No, I won. What did I win? Shit, I forgot. Whatever it is, I'm pretty sure I said I was +2 for the day. That's all that matters. So I'm getting there. I don't think it was a bad week at all. At all. So I've been trading gold for years. I go back and forth. Yeah, you don't count. I'm talking about these people. Like I used to trade gold. I used to trade silver. I used to trade all of that stuff. These people are just now discovering it. And it's just the way that they do things. It's just like, you are such a bandwagoner. Ugh. Anything like today is kind of meant to me. Yeah. And it's good for you to have different instruments that you like to trade. Today might be good for one and not good for the other. Maybe one of them pre-market was so good that you're like, screw it. I don't need to trade anymore today. Like I can go relax. I can go do my work. I can go work on my business. I can go run errands, like whatever. That's all that matters. But it's just funny to me, like how much people jump on bandwagons with things. But yeah, that's it for me, you guys. I am, thank you for the sub, Elusive Trading. The thing half the time, oh, I know why. I'm so slow. I know exactly why it doesn't pop up. Welcome to the stream. I'm actually on my way out. I only trade the first hour of New York Open. But hopefully you can come in and enjoy the stream with us next week. YouTube Pred, did I have it turned? No, it's because when I have the screen showing the whole screen for you guys instead of it, so right now on the screen is my main monitor. So you see everything on the monitor. But since I went back to order flow, and I know, people trade time-based candles, and it's kind of nice to be able to see like what price looks like the traditional way and how Rinkos is showing that. So I don't show the order flow. So in order for me to do that, I have to capture windows. So when I'm on this screen, which is messed up because I have the order panel off, I have to capture windows. So in capturing the windows, I'm pretty sure that thing is not on top of this. So I have to just drag it on top so that it always shows on top. I just be screwing stuff up. But yeah, that's it for me, you guys. I'm going to go journal and take a fat ass nap. Okay. A real fat one. But I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow, Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day, your weekend. Be safe, and I'll see you guys Monday. Bye.